In many Native American legends, a Skinwalker is a person with a supernatural ability to turn into any creature that they desire. To be able to transform, legend sometimes requires the Skinwalker wears a pelt of the animal, and in most cases, this pelt is not used in modern times because it is an obvious sign that they are a Skinwalker. It's a common theme found throughout cultures all over the world and is referred to as shapeshifting by anthropologists. These creatures are cited interestingly a lot nowadays. Many Native Americans dislike the fact that Skinwalkers appear in modern media because of the superstition that mentioning them may cause them to be hunted down. This is the same reason they don't like talking about them with non-natives. Navajo Skinwalker, the Yi Naudoshi. The Navajo is some of the most well-documented and arguably some of the most interesting lore surrounding Skinwalkers. The Antiji, also called practitioner of witchery, are people who have received supernatural power by breaking a cultural taboo. Upon initiation of Antiji, a person is said to gain the power to become a Yi Naudoshi, which means with it, he goes on all fours in the Navajo language. This is done via a dance song ceremony used to curse instead of heal. Although both men and women can become Antiji, men are more commonly initiated. It is generally thought that only childless women can become witches. Not every witch is a Skinwalker, but every Skinwalker is a witch. In some stories, people who have attained the highest rank called Klesiati, means pure evil. This can be achieved by culturally taboo and evil acts. Upon completing one or more of these acts, it is said to destroy their humanity and allow them to become fully initiated in the way of witchery. Although a Skinwalker is most frequently seen as a coyote, wolf, fox, eagle, or crow, the Yi Naudoshi is said to have the power to assume the form of any animal they choose, a decision based on what specific abilities are needed. For example, a Skinwalker may have the ability to steal the face of a person, and they are commonly believed to be the color white while in animal form. This is how many distinguish a Skinwalker in animal form from a regular one. The Navajo believe that if you lock eyes with a Skinwalker, they can absorb themselves into your body. Alternatively, some Navajos believe that if you make eye contact with a Skinwalker, your body will freeze with fear, and the Skinwalker will use that fear to gain power and energy. Skinwalkers, like many other malevolent legends, gain power from a victim's fear. It is said that the Skinwalker, if you say it out loud, will attract them to you as if you've been marked. Basically, to say their name aloud is to invite them to yourself. Skinwalkers are usually very hairy in their human form and often wear animal pelts. Some Navajos describe them as perfect vision of the animal in question, and the skin may be just a mask, which are the only garments worn in the initiation ritual. Some Skinwalkers are shunned and despised, and numerous attempts have been made to hunt and kill them, but they are not usually successful. Sometimes a Skinwalker will be tracked down, only to lead to the house of the tracker, or someone known by him. As in European werewolf lore, a human form will keep any injuries sustained during animal form, sometimes a good way to find a Skinwalker hiding in your village. It is said that if a Navajo was to know the person behind the skin, they'd have to pronounce the full name, and about 3 days later that person would either get sick or die from the wrong they had committed. It was also believed that to kill a Skinwalker in animal form, the only way is to shoot it in the neck with bullets dipped in white ash. Some say Skinwalkers can have the power to read a human's thoughts, and they possess the ability to make any human or animal noise that they choose, regardless of their current form. A Skinwalker may use the voice of a relative or cry, an infant cry, to lure victims out of their safety of their home. Since a Skinwalker cannot enter an inhabited home without invitation, similar to vampires, the Yi Naudoshi can be spotted and singled out from other people because their eyes glow like an animal, sometimes even more so, even when in human form. an animal form that can be spotted by moving stiffly or acting unnaturally or strangely. Skinwalkers use spells and charms to instill fear and control their victims, and some of these tools at their disposal include fragments of human bone launched by blowguns, which poison and kill the unfortunate victim, and human bone dust, which can cause paralysis and heart failure. Skinwalkers have been known to find traces of their victim's hair, wrap it in a potsherd, and place it in a tarantula hole. Even live rattlesnakes are known to be used as charms by this skinwalker. A skinwalker can use anything of personal belonging in ceremonial ritual against a person that they are doing evil against. Skinwalkers use a powder called corpse dust, also known as corpse poison. Corpse dust is composed of ground infant bones, often twins, specifically bones from the fingertips and back of the skull. The Yi Naldo Shi blow it into the face of their victims or down the chimney of their home. Soon, after the victim breathes the dust, the tongue starts to swell and blacken, and they undergo convulsions, shortly to die thereafter. Some medicine men were said to be so in tune with the flow of nature that they would often take the form of a sacred totem animal. These animals are kind and gentle, and have grown on humans so much they acquire a sacredness and are honored with dances, music, and artwork. These men are not to be confused with the Yi Naldo Shi, however. Medicine men practice healing, blessings, and remove curses, whereas the skinwalker seeks to harm humans, lay a curse, and practice evil wherever possible.